What do you like to do with your old reeds?
Hi everyone, I'm the Saxophone Oracle. This week I'm going to show you a very simple exercise that will dramatically improve your sound in 5 minutes. Yes, that's right, 5 minutes, no joke. So before we get to it, please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. That helps me out and then you won't miss out on any other great content. The exercise I'm going to show you this week is something that I actually presented in one of my earliest videos, but I wanted to give it a little more attention today because it is that good and it does work that quickly. So let's look at it a little more closely. What we need for this exercise is an old garbage reed that we don't use anymore, an old reed or one of the plastic sleeves that your reeds come in. Those will work fine too. We're going to put it on top of the mouthpiece, right where that mouthpiece cushion goes to protect our mouthpiece from the teeth. The reed's going to go on top of there, okay? And what we're going to do is put our teeth on top of the reed rather than on the mouthpiece. That's it, and then we're going to play the saxophone normally. At first, it's going to take a little bit of an effort just to balance it so we set our embouchure properly, but after that, we just play as we normally would. The first thing you'll probably notice is that it's almost impossible to play more than 1 or 2 notes, and that's okay. Just stick with it. Try it again a few more times, and I think eventually you'll find it becomes a little more easier to play a few longer phrases. Now that you're able to play more than just a couple notes, I want you to ask yourself, what am I doing differently? What am I physically doing that's allowing me to play more notes or a longer phrase with this reed on top of my mouthpiece? What I notice is 2 things. 1, I instinctively take in a ton more air, lots more air. So when I first do the exercise, I take in a lazy breath of air and I play, and I can't play very much. So automatically I take in way more air. And the second thing is that the air I take in needs to have a lot more energy and a lot more control behind it. So all of a sudden I'm engaging all my core muscles. My stomach, my sides, my back, my butt, my groin, everything is working to force that air into the horn. Now, let's start by playing just a few long tones with the reed on top of the mouthpiece. We don't have to spend much time on this, just a minute or 2 is all we need. Next step, we're going to play middle B flat, and then we're going to go down the scale all the way to low B flat. And we're going to repeat that a few times. Next, we're going to start on middle B flat again, and we're going to go up the B flat major scale all the way to high F. And we're going to do that a few times. Now the last part of the exercise. We're going to start on low B flat. We're going to play up the major scale all the way to high F, all the way back down to low B flat. And we're going to repeat that a few times over and over again, and we're going to take a breath whenever we need to. That's it. We're done. Now, why does this make us sound dramatically better in such a short period of time? 1, it forces us to really, really relax our jaw. With that reed on top, it stretches our mouth farther open. 2, it forces us to have a rounder and more ideal embouchure. And it's just relaxed in general after stretching out our jaws like that. 3, we have no choice but to support our air. Otherwise, we can't play more than a couple notes at a time. And 4, the air that we do put into the horn, we have to use extreme control. We have to really think about putting the air in. Now, the beauty of this is that we do it all without thinking about it. Our natural instinct takes over. We have all this air escaping everywhere. Our embouchure is wide open, so naturally we're more relaxed, we're more round, and we take in more air and think about supporting our air. After doing this exercise 5 minutes the way I laid it out for you, just play your horn normally. I think you're going to be astounded with what you notice. First thing you'll probably notice is that you have the ability to play with a lot more volume than you did before. The second thing you'll notice is that you'll probably have a lot more color and overtone to your sound. Why is this? Well, the third thing, you're going to be way more relaxed. All of a sudden you have a relaxed and proper embouchure. And you'll probably notice if you're one of those players who has air escaping their cheeks when they play, that's probably going to have corrected itself automatically. And the last thing, it should feel in general more effortless playing the horn after 5 minutes of this exercise. The beauty of this exercise is that it works instantly and it works every time. So whenever I feel like something isn't right in my playing, if I feel like I'm struggling or working too hard against the horn, I do this for 5 minutes and very, very quickly it puts everything in alignment. It makes everything centered and feel easy again. I'm the Saxophone Oracle. I really do hope you try this exercise. I think you'll find the change dramatic. And the beauty of it is that you can do this at various points during your practice session just to realign everything, make sure everything is still nice, comfortable, and relaxed. Let me know if you try it what you think. Leave me a comment, shoot me an email. I love to hear from you. As always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I wish you a great week. Happy practicing. See you next Tuesday.